Hello, duckies, and welcome back to Queen's Wish 2. My name's Viola. If you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. Okay, so... I'm just gonna loop around the back here. I just want to kind of get an idea of what I'm looking at. Let's take a look at our map. Woods of Exile. Silver Chief Mine. Let's see, we haven't been over to Iskall yet, so let's... pop over that way. And come investigate the town. You approach the Kranis city of Iskall. It is a poor and humble place. It is as spread out as the towns to the south, but the buildings are poor and the people are humbler. You pass small groups of clan folk as you approach. They take pains to keep their distance. As soon as you come into view, they fade into the woods. The row of the Kranis know you're here, and they, for the most part, want nothing to do with you. Well, I mean, that's kind of sad. You enter the Kranis town of Iskall. It is small and dirty compared to Sillin in the south. Like most Rokaj settlements, it's not meant to be a major city. Most people live with their clans and only come here to do business. There's a large wooden hall and a small grove in the center of town, surrounded by rings of woods. All the trees make it seem like the forest could engulf and erase this town in minutes, if suitably angered. The atmosphere is tense. People move quickly, going about their business and returning to shelter. They all take pains to not notice you. Oh, they all know who you are and why you're here. They're simply determined to pretend you don't exist. The death of their Rasa must have something to do with it. You can learn more in the main hall, you suspect. But first I want to investigate around, because that's what I do. Aha, somebody named. That means you enter the brewery of Iskall. It is a warm and busy place. The smells of crushed fruit and strong spirits are heavy. A tall, thin, jolly man approaches you, arms out in welcome. A rare honor indeed. Welcome to my brewery, Princess of Haven. My name is Marco Esterer. I want you to know that there are islands of luxury in our harsh land. The true row is not immune to a bit of joy from time to time. Tell me about your brewery. It's been in my family for going on 80 years. We make wine and stronger spirits, as you can see. Not suitable for the high tables of royalty, perhaps, but we bring warmth into the chest of many a row. What do you think of what the row usually brings? Well, we're tough people. We like our privations. The standard Rokaj drink is thick and sour, and it's best not to think of where it came from. However, we as a people like to celebrate from time to time when a special occasion happens, a wedding or a successful raid. Marco is there to help enjoy the occasion. What do you sell? Primarily wines and distilled spirits. Many sorts of fruit grow in the Kranis woods, and we make best use of all of them. Are you from the Kranis? No, my clan once lived in the High Litha. Noted warriors and blacksmiths once. And your family left. We did. When my great-grandfather adopted our clan trade, he soon realized that the High Litha was not the place to practice it. We came here. The farmers of the Kranis are thrilled to have another place to trade their produce, and they like what we make. I'd like to sample your wares. Marco is ecstatic. He lines up a long list of samples, giving in small ceramic cups. Soon you're a bit dizzy. His goods are good. They're not of the highest quality. When you leave, you're given all the complimentary bottles you want. That's all for now. Thanks. Oh my gosh, I love him. He's awesome. Empty dust-covered pot. Margot? Why is there a pot below? Oh, it's your house. Okay. I'm sorry, I did not mean to intrude. This must be another house. Don't mean to intrude, I'm just exploring the town. I apologize. Haven's Hall. Oh god. What am I gonna find in here? And which sibling now? Is it going to be a brother, another cousin, another uncle, maybe an aunt? Haven has a hall in Iskal, as it should. Your citizens always need a safe place to rest and do business. As usual, it is neglected. It's cold and dusty, and the floor really needs a broom. There are guards and workers, yes, but they are quiet and dispirited. Your arrival puts them into a minor panic. Nobody told them you were here, and nobody is in charge. Wait, is that the... It is. She sent him up here. You immediately recognized Councilor Ablin, the serious young man you met back in Sillin. He took pains to tell you that Governor Yvette is not a good leader, and now he is here. Here he is in a chilly, dusty hole out here in the middle of nowhere. He rises and bows to you, though he's a good deal less competent than he was back in Sillin. Honored to meet you again, Princess. Welcome to my new humble command. Hello again, Councilor Ablin. Please come and join me. Haven's Hall here is humble, but we do have food and clean beds for you. As you can see, I'm no longer in Sillin. Not long after I spoke with you about Governor Yvette, she transferred me here. Why were you transferred? I have been frank so far. I see no reason to stop now. I criticized her to you, and now she's getting her revenge. When you have time, there's something I humbly ask permission to discuss. How did you both find out? We have a small hall on the edge of the Empire. Voices travel, and such places are always run on gossip. She was always going to find out. Still, I did what I did for the good of Haven. I have no regrets. Picks out a piece of steel, but, well, maybe a few. What do you think of Yvette now? My opinion hasn't changed. She uses this province to enrich her family. She's making the place dangerously unstable. She's ruthless about maintaining it. You took a great risk to do what is best for Haven. He nods and sighs, and yet what I did was against the rules. I knew what I was doing, and I did it. That's the risk a Havenite must take sometimes. If nothing changes, I imagine I will serve my time out here, then transfer out as soon as possible. For now, I will cling to hope. You're still here, after all. What is your situation here? As you can see, the hall has been neglected. This should be the core of our operation in the Upward Granite, but there are no tools, no supplies. Yvette sent me here to take charge and put the place in order and stay out of her hair. There was no commander here. No. Our governor likes to keep control of wealth and power close to her. There's no actual official here. How should anything get done? The workers here sent her reports. She sent orders. It took days to get an answer, of course. Totally insufficient. It was barely enough to keep the place from crumbling. But if there was a real crisis? He shakes his head. Why did Governor Yvette allow this? Honestly, I'm not sure. I think she would have found a family member to run the place and skim money off the top. Maybe she couldn't find someone competent she trusted who was willing to live here. It's cold and muddy. Do you require assistance? No, I will put this outpost to rights on my own. We don't have much to work with, but we are Havenites. We like a challenge. There's only one thing we ask, an inappropriate request, but one I feel obligated to make. What do you want to discuss? He lets out a deep, worried sigh. He pours you some tea, then he wades into it. I know that you are partly here to judge our governor, to let Yvette remain or select a replacement. There's something I want to say about that. May I have permission to continue? You may continue. You've had time to explore the Krannis Woods. I think you have seen the truth. The Urkash are good at hiding the rage, but it is there. Their forest is angry. It's lashing out at us. Soon the druids will follow. Then all of them. This will be a disaster, and it is caused by Governor Yvette's greed and incompetence. If you support her, she will give you great wealth, true, but it is not right. I suppose I agree with you. You have experienced firsthand the rage of the row. They tried to kill you. We may be facing a new great uprising. I think it can be prevented. You can replace Yvette. So what do you want? I'm formally putting myself forward as a replacement for Governor Yvette. One word from you and I will take her place. I swear I will do my best to undo the damage she has done. It's actually a shocking request, entirely inappropriate, not how things are done in the Army of Haven, yet the Row is a strange place. It seems to bring this behavior out in people. What benefit can your elevation bring to the crown? My family is not wealthy, I lack influence, I'm a soldier. I only have my voice and my arm, plus actual knowledge of how the Row cash works. The choice would be a risk, and it will cost. I won't pretend otherwise. What will happen to me if I support you? The Queen will be angry. You will lose influence. It's likely to continue even after you leave the Rakash. Still, when has that ever concerned you? I know you will do what's right. And if I promote you, what would you do? Get back on the expansion. Fewer farms, fewer mines, let the roads recover. The matter is urgent. Why is this change urgent? I won't lie. The change will mean less money to the crown. However, putting down a rebellion is very, very expensive. In money, yes, but also in blood and reputation. I'm leaning towards supporting the promotion. Councilor Ablin nods, though he doesn't seem to believe you. Thank you for your kind words. Please, no, whatever comes next, I'm a loyal soldier. Whatever comes next, I will fight well and do my duty. Is there anything else? I'll be going now. Of course, Princess. Food and beds are available. Let me know if you need anything else. Our land is wealthy already. Why do we need more? Answer is we don't. And I was sent here to stop the possibility of a rebellion, so that's what they wish of me. That's what is needed. Much of the wealth of the Cranus Woods comes from selling wood, so it makes sense that there would be a lumber yard here. It is very small, just a small field out front and a little building here where woodsmen can rest and sharpen their tools. A gruff old man leaning over a bale and reading a contract seems to be in charge. He grumbles, "You here for a bounty? I could use a hunter." Then he looks up and realizes who you are. "Oh, apologies. I am Nogas. I run the lumberyard here. Probably nothing here to interest you." "You mentioned something about a bounty." "You care about that? Well, if you like a hunt, wolves. Big ones. They've been wandering about. Three packs of them. Huge and vicious as you please. We've all taken a collection, a good bounty for anyone who can kill the 3 packs. Any idea why the wolves are on the hunt?" Normally, I'd just say it's wolves being wolves, but these, they're big. Huge. The woods are angry. The groves lash out. I can't say for sure why they're here. They have to go. If I want to find them, where would I look? 3 packs have been seen to the north and the east. Look for caves. Huge beasts that dig out warrens. Okay. It's a small lumberyard. Well, of course. Why would we do our work in town? That's for town things. We just help visitors with their business. What sort of business do visitors do? They meet here with traders from far away. When someone wants wood, they come sit by my fire. Those with lumber come to meet with us and ink the deals. I witness. Where do you cut down wood? Where the groups let us. Don't be mistaken, most of the wood in the Cranus aren't sacred. As long as we cut where the druids tell us and don't take too much, all is fine. You only trade wood? We also trade things we find in the woods. Herbs, sometimes. Stuff we scavenge. Sometimes when we're lucky, we find amber. I could use some amber. Oh, I don't have any amber. It's rare. I think Willow T trades it sometimes. If she meets someone she actually trusts. Let's talk about the Cranus Woods. He starts to turn away. Then he stops. He seems unsure what to do with his hands. I don't know much. I serve tea. I help draw up contracts. I don't know about big things. You seem nervous. Arasa was killed. Everyone is nervous. I'm just not good at hiding it. Understandable. This woman wears a thick leather dress and apron. Both are covered with stains and pockmarks from the spray of acidic alchemical concoctions. She's washing some blood from her hands when you enter. Ah, the royal visitor. She has the cold, neutral expression common to the Urkash. I am Willow T, alchemist and foremost healer of the Upward Cranus. What can I do for you? You're the healer of the Northern Cranus. The foremost healer. I'm sorry, I don't have time for humility. I'm a master of both forms of healing. For the worst cases and the most unfortunate, I am the first destination. 2 sorts of healing? There are 2 sorts of healing, magical and herbal. Magical healing works for wounds, poisonings, and immediate crises. For deeper illness, one must resort to herbs. An unreliable rescuer, but the only thing that works. I'm one of the few who has mastered both arts. Who comes to see you? The desperate. I see all that I can. It is never enough, but I do my duty best I can. I hope there are no wars. I don't need the extra work. My mother is very ill. I know that the one who claims to be queen suffers from an odd ailment. You have my best wishes. I wish sickness on nobody, and though few recover from such lingering diseases, I hope she recovers. She doesn't just claim to be queen. Sharon is queen. You decide not to say anything. I was sent here by Arasa. I know. We all know of the rage of the groves. We've all heard of the petition. It does not concern me. I am no druid. I do know that Rasakam was rewarded for his bold overture with death. Makes me not want to get involved with matters of power. Quite understandable. Don't blame her for not wanting to be involved. Uh-oh. Explore this building. It's a warehouse, a temporary storage place for goods carried up and down the river, and ordinary goods. Nothing of importance. As you turn your back, you hear a click behind you. Very quiet, but you have alert senses. It's followed by shuffling of footsteps. A few whispers. Oh, boy. Why they gotta do this? Use this repayment. You emerge from the warehouse where you were ambushed. You look around, alert, weapons drawn, watching for other attackers. Outside, the town seems entirely normal. People go about their business, not even glancing at you as they pass. It's quiet and calm. There are no signs of that anything unusual took place. This man is very quiet and reserved. Your typical shopkeeper, happy behind a counter, moving jars around, hoping for a humble life. Seems out of place in this wild land of warriors. They're locals sitting around fire, talking, playing games. They are cheery folk, but a lot of their fun seems to come from making fun of this man. He walks up to the counter and smiles nervously. I am Trader Erat. Once of the coast, now the Kranis. The men snicker. Have you come to trade? You're from the Gentle Coast? Yes, I came from the coast up to the wilds. I thought I would find better fortune carting goods upward and selling them in smaller towns. I was right. Being from the Gentle Coast can make things harder, but I persist. You feel unpopular? Men laugh. He shrugs. The Gentle Coast is not liked upwards. I have the accent. I have the habits. However, I bring them what they want, and I charge a fair price. How do you deal with their contempt? I have my truth. Their laughter does not touch it. They know whose fire they sit by. The men quietly resume their game. I am not arrogant or superior, but I do not cuddle up to Haven. If I did, he shakes his head. Would you be in danger? I would have said no. Then Rosicom was killed. We traded with the Gentle Coast. He was a friend of Haven. Now, I'm not sure. Any news about the Kranis Woods? I have no information to give, Maybe this is true, or maybe he just doesn't want to be seen as helping Haven. I'd like to trade. Of course, I'm eager to buy and sell. Well, what do you have for sale? Ancient amber. I just happen to have enough for ancient amber. Is that better than what I... Nope. Be sure I sold everything I wanted to sell. That's all I need. Thank you for coming by. He turns to fetch some bread and cheese for the row by the fire. Well, we have something to talk about. You're just outside the largest building in Iskau, the Central Hall. It is an old, beautiful building, carefully carved from huge beams of carefully carved wood. When it is time for a major event, meeting, or celebration, people come from all around to meet here. It is usually quiet, mostly empty, but it is the heart of the province when it needs to be. And here we have the Druid's Grove, but there is no Druid. Interesting. Okay. There is a tarnished throne sitting in a place of honor in the dining hall. It is very old, probably the spoils of some long-forgotten conflict. An old woman is seated upon it, slumped wearily against the armrest. A silver chain hangs around her neck. When you approach, she motions for you to join her. The Princess of Haven. I knew you would come. I had hoped for a proper feast and celebration, not a funeral. I am Master Ognina. Forgive me, I am still shocked by the murder of Rasakam. I have come to visit Iskal. We are honored by the visit. I was not sure you would come. Iskal is a minor city and a minor vassal. We are the center of the northern Kranis, normally a happy place, now in despair. Tell me about the northern Kranis. We are upwards from the south. Wilder, poorer, closer to our older ways. The anger of the groves worries us far more than our cousins to the south. What does a master do? A Rokaj master is like a mayor. I rule this town with the permission and guidance of my Rasa. I'm afraid I'm a bit lost. Why do you despair? Raiders roam our lands. Our groves are angry at us. We already felt that our whole world was askew, then the murder of our Rasa. We do not know what to expect. We know it will be ugly. We are challenged and we must face it in the way of the row. What is the way of the row now? It is... I do not know. I'm lost, and my superior's gone. Normally I would ask the wise Ozahai I would speak with Rasa's Suharam, however, he doesn't answer my messages. I'm glad you are here. I can't act yet, but you can. What do you plan to do? I will try to keep order. I will stay out of your way. I will rest here until I can look strong. Then I will face my people, and they will come to this hole to remember our fallen Rasa. I'd like to talk about the Rasa. Rasa Khan was a good leader, wise, kind. When needed, he could deliver force, but he never lost control. He was a good friend to me and to Haven. Assassins of the Geldnas cut him down. Who serves as Rasa now? His assistant, Rabila, will speak for him for a time. However, he is not up to the task. I will speak to Viola, but I expect no support or wisdom. I received a petition from the Rasa. Yes, you should restore balance to nature here. He thought you could act in a way that our druids cannot. I could use some help calming the groves. A druid just came here from the south. She's Druid Ambrel. You may have met her. She's in the grove outside. You should talk to her. Why do you think the Rasa was killed? I don't know. There's much happening, and this is a remote town, but I am... She shakes her head. You seem concerned. Rasakhan was more loyal to Haven than most. I was selected by him for the same reason. How did you act towards Haven? We obeyed the contract you signed with us. It was difficult at times. It made us act against our nature. Still, you brought the Rokash safety and prosperity. We were willing to put aside our deep truth to give our children full bellies. It made us enemies. How has Haven treated you in return? Your governor, that Yvette. I'm too tired to pretend that she's wise. She neglects Iskal. Your outpost here is useless to us. No resources, the barest of staff. That did change recently, though. She put someone in charge there. Councilor Adlin, his name is. Intense fellow. I hope to speak with him soon. Do you need assistance? She looks away. I don't want to ask favors of Haven. Rasakam already took a risk asking for what he did. I have no resources to trade. I will send you on no hunts. But there is something very minor if you travel in the right direction. How can I help? The Kranis Woods is a magical place. People who grow up here can be different. We have a soothsayer. She is called the Silver Witch. The Silver Witch. Some believe that she can see the future. Most who claim such are charlatans, but this one, I have heard tales. Maybe she speaks for the groves. Maybe she can see hidden truths. I want to ask her if she can tell me what violence torments the Rokash and what I can do about it. If you meet her, perhaps you can ask for me. Where's the Silver Witch? She hides from supplicants in the Woods of Exiles, not far from Timberland Keep. Why don't you go yourself? I can't. I must stay here and be visible. Also, her hiding place is in Haven's lands. I don't want to go without permission. It would make me look too weak. Why do you think she can tell the future? Whenever I ask someone who went to her, they won't speak of it. They look scared. I sense that there is power there, though I don't know its true form. I hate putting this on you after everything, but some assassins in your warehouse tried to kill me. You tell Master Ognina the tale. She's furious. This is another outrage. For raiders to try to kill you. Unacceptable. And now this? Thank you for letting me know. I apologize. I will send guards around and send a lot of painful messages. I will regain control of my town. Oof. I don't mean for it to seem like you've lost control of your town. I used all my money on Amber. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos. And remember to free the feral wildflower in you.